We have the TR-1000 versus the MPC Live 3. Now, these are two new devices that came out this past October, and the battle seems to be on. I've seen a lot of videos here on YouTube talking about which is better. And the truth is, you can't compare them. Now, there is a price difference. The TR-1000 costs approximately $2,700, $2,699. But you can get it cheaper because there's a tariff. So if you want to buy it cheaper, you can go to Amazon.com, get it from Japan. It only costs you $2,100, which will be cheaper even with shipping. Got that? Now the MPC Live 3, it's better just to buy it locally. So I got some reviews here about the TR-1000 Rhythm Creator. And so this is from Music Radar. I checked it out. Of course, I did a lot of tests to it. And what I found out here for the cons pretty much is currently suffers from unreliable MIDI and analog sync. Now that's crazy. MIDI's been classic everywhere, no matter what, for years when it came out. You should have reliable MIDI, and that doesn't make any sense to me. The lack of the mid-tom Kunga channel found in other TR machines should be there also as well. So the MIDI is a real big problem. Now also, there are some pros. An impressive, varied sound set that offer both heritage and contemporary drum sounds. Easy to use, flexible sampling capabilities, broad connectivity options, offers deep sequencing tools without feeling too convoluted. So it seems like it's pretty decent, but the MIDI problem is a big problem. Now we also have pros and cons for the MPC Live 3. Now the cons are, some may find the user interface too busy. You know, the control surface is like pretty crazy with 60 different buttons to hit, and there's knobs, so it's a lot to go through. And it's more expensive than a predecessor, right? But I think it's worth it anyway. Now, vastly improved CPU, power, and storage. These are the pros. Expressive pads feel great, and they sure do, and can be mapped to do a variety of interesting things. Yes. The step sequencer is a great addition. I think so too. It's like having a TR sequencer on it, particularly for use with external hardware. Now, there's less reliant on the desktop software, and that helps it actually show better independence. With that battery, you can carry it anywhere and use it. We're going to make a comparison here that's pretty simple. The MPC Live 3 is an orchestra. The Roland TR-1000 Rhythm Creator is a drum machine. They might work great together. Now look at this. We got product category. It's a standalone production center. Roland, a hybrid drum machine with a sampler. Primary use for the MPC Live 3, making complete tracks, beats, melody, vocals, arrangement, the whole 9 yards. Now, advanced rhythm and drum creation and sound design is what the Roland TR-1000 is popular at. Now, as far as the core engine, these chips, the 8-core ARM processor, awesome processor, that's smoking. It's going to give it a lot of power to the machine, more than before. But with the Roland, it's a hybrid true tone. So it's going back to old school. It's digital, ACB, FM, and PCM, and a sampler. Now, the new features for the MPC are really killing. The clip matrix, which is like Ableton style launching, Stems Pro, that's kind of hot too. It's vocal, instruments, separation. I love it on Axie Records, kind of hot. Now, the new features with the Roland TR-1000 is the true analog engine, 808-99 circuitry. Now, this is classic. Almost every sound you've heard that's been sampled and used a lot over the years has been a Roland, a TR-8. We used to use that sucker with an SP1200 and take the TR-8 and sample it in there and get a booming sound. So the Roland is popular everywhere. Every machine that samples has sampled it. Every company that makes drum machine samples makes TR-808 and 99 sounds. So they're just proving the point that they're Roland. They did the best thing yet. They pull it out this way with the true analog engine. Now next, we have the deep hybrid sound design. Sounds pretty good. It's decent to me. For a drum machine, it's pretty smoking. And we've got advanced song mode, which helps out a whole lot. MPCE 3D pads are awesome. You've seen them. They're really cool. One pad's like 4 different pads. So you get like 64 pads at once coming at you, which is kind of the bomb. Now, of course, we have stereo sampling with the TR-1000 and resampling, which is also cool. But it's just a drum machine, so you're not going to expect more than that. We got the super stretch time stretching with the MPC, a unique feature they've added in, which is awesome. Now, there's no time stretching on the other machine, which is the TR-1000. Anyhow, the CPU and the RAM. That's 8-core CPU, 8 gigabytes of RAM. So the RAM is like memory when you actually want to remember this, remember that, remember this. It'll remember all your setups. It'll remember all your automations. It'll remember everything. And the more RAM we have, the more it remembers. CPU allows us to process more stuff. So that's great too as well. But as far as the TR-1000, CPU is not specified and the RAM is not specified either. But you do have 46 gigabytes of user storage. Well, that's no big deal. Anyhow, storage for the MPC Live 3 is 128 gigabytes internal. And for the TR-1000, it's 64 gigabytes internal. And you can only use, as I said before, 46 gigs, not too much. Anyhow, the sequence is 128 MIDI tracks on the MPC Live 3 and 16 audio tracks. That's double than it was before. That's smoking. Now, on the TR-1000, there's 11 tracks, but optimized just for drums and samples. So we're not taking any audio vocals in, and of course, there's no microphone on this device. And it's a TR step sequencer with faders and knobs. And the MPC has just added that on top of the machine, so crowded now with 60 buttons. Yeah, some of the same stuff there. Now, the difference that I feel that's really ridiculous is the 7-inch touchscreen that the MPC has and has had, the MPC Live 3 that is, and the small, tiny screen that's on the TR-1000. I do not know what they're thinking about, but I think there are a lot of engineers who know how to program and make a screen work for almost any device these days. And you can see a lot of videos of that in YouTube. So I don't know why they didn't put one on there. It would look pretty cool. Maybe the cost is too much and the tariffs are killing them. I do not know. But anyway, that's the main features. And I think that probably you can see now, they're not the same type of device. One's a drum machine and the other one is really a total studio in a box. That's portable. Now, if you need help, of course, visit us at samplekings.com. You can come here, of course, you can become a member, just $40 for an entire year, and get help when you need it on anything. We know a lot of stuff. Or you can get lessons right here. It's just $20 an hour. You come right here, you'll see that. You can use PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. We have a special going on now. We can get 8 hours for just $125. Or you can just get 1 hour for $20. Now, we use Cash App. That's a great way to pay. And here's our Cash App code right here, $SampleKings. And we also use Venmo, and that's $20 as well. They don't charge us anything at all. And that's our Venmo code right here, SampleKings. But dealing with PayPal, they charge us a fair amount of money, which is ridiculous. But of course, if you only have PayPal, you can pay with PayPal. It's $22 per hour. And also, if you come right down to here, if you want to book that time, you got to pay for it. So paid sessions are booked.